besties, welcome back to the GoodReads channel. Today video is all about my 2024 book recap. All the books I loved, okay, or you should definitely add on your TBR. I read various types of book. I read mostly series this year. And when I was wrapping up my 2024, I was looking like I have read so many series this year. I have read standalones also, but series are was my top priorities. I have read dark, normal rom-com, fantasies, and slow burn for all the TBRs on my 2024. Let's start. This will be a short, no non-spoiler video. First book is Ali Hazelwood, Not in Love. This is a story about Rue and Ellie. Ellie is a businessman and Rue is a biotechnologist, and it is a good book. I would definitely recommend it. It is a standalone, so not a big chaos for you to read all the series and all. And it was my first Ali Hazelwood book, Ali Hazelwood book, and I write her writing style. It was a bit slow, a little bit confusing, you can say, in the beginning, but when you are into second chapter or third chapter, you got the story right and plotting in your mind. So this is maybe for me. Second, Nicholas Sparks 2 by 2. It is a story about father and a daughter. How not a father daughter, mainly it is main on the male protagonist story, that different phases he go through as a father, as a husband, as a son, and how all the past relationships, whether it's family relationships or a romantic relationship, affects his future and present, with his daughter, how he made a bond, how he was not having a job at a certain point, how he held up his head and fought for the daughter. It was like, I would not say that you should definitely read it. It is like maybe and no in between that, because I like the plot, but it was really slow book. Very. It took me around 1/4 of the book to read and get my interest in the book. It was very slow book, and apparently he has written the famous Notebook book that is converted into movies, and but I would like, it was okayish, not wow. The theme was nice, but it was like stretched so much. So third book, the most talked book of the book talk of 2024. It was in so many TBRs list, in GoodReads, in Fable. You can see it anywhere. A coat of thorns and roses, normally known as Agator. I seriously, like, if I'm giving you an honest review, mm, not for me, because this took me so long to read. I don't know, it was slow burn. I'm trying to read the rest of the series. I have whole series, but I am not able to read it. It is good. The spice is there, the fantasy is there, but it is so slow. I don't know, not my type. I definitely don't think that slow, like, it is a very tortoise pace slow burn romance. And but Ryzen, until this book, he is very good. I'm like liking him, but let's see what the future holds for Ryzen. So if you like fantasies, dragons, and some ancient magical world that you want to experience, then definitely this is your series. I'm not a type of fantasy girl that much, but I give it a try. I will not say it was like no, it is maybe. If you love fantasy, you will definitely go for the full series. So next book is Butchers and Blackbird. This book is yes from my side. It is like two serial killer coming together, and doing more just dark things together, and I love it. Spice, dark, yes. This is yes, 100% yes from my side. Next, I'm talking about the darkest series of 2024, the Shuttle series. First book is The Ritual, second is The Sinner, and the third is The Sacrifice. I would say, if you want me to rate them in the series only, first one was definitely My Sacrifice, then The Ritual, and then it was Sinner. I didn't like Sinner that much. It was like not my type of book where the girl is like having thoughts about different type of things she wants him to do to her. So not my type of dark that I like, but these are way dark. If you are starter in dark romance, don't go for this. This is a way dark book. And if you want detailed video, I've already done a video on dark romances. Go check it out. How can I leave the Anna Huang in any of my videos? I love this author. I love the Twisted series. If you have not watched my Twisted series video, I will put it in the description below. Go check it out. I love the Twisted series. So I was like, let's give a try to the Kings of Sin series. Uh, Till now, there are only 4 books that came out, but the new book is coming out in, I don't know the month, but it is definitely coming in 2025. It is named as Kings of Envy. It is different. Every book has different type of trope. I liked each one of them in different ways, but if you say the least I liked, it was definitely the Kings of Sloan. But Xavier and Sloan hit me as a character, but their storyline was like too lame. They were character building was very good in this book, but if we talk about storyline, the characters were not built for the story, I think so, or the story was lacking in something. But if you, this series is yes for me, but this Kings of Sloth is maybe for me. I don't know, I don't like it. If you read it, do tell me your reviews about it. Next book is Back in the Burbs. This was a random pick at the fair. I went in VR Punjab, and I was like, it would be okay to read a standalone one. But surprisingly, it was a good storytelling line. I liked it. It is definitely a maybe. I would say, how can I explain this? This is a story about a girl whose aunt left her abandoned house in her will when she died, and when she came there, she has to sort out all the things, all the taxes and all. And there was a handsome neighbor, I say, that helped her out in every way possible. So this was a good book. Good book. All You're Perfect. This was my, I think, first read of 2024, and I loved this book. This is definitely a yes for me. It was a story. I'm not like I'm very Colleen Hoover fan. I loved the book. I loved Verity also. I have talked about all the Colleen Hoover book I've read in the past videos. Go check it out. But I love this book. Dark. So rather than shining the light on your low points, shine the light on the good points you have. So this is a good book. Yes, from my side. From Siddhartha Roy. It is an Indian author. I should be like surprised, but I have not read any other book from Siddhartha Roy. This was my first book from Siddhartha Roy. Extra Class and The First Crush. A story about 16-year-old boy Yogesh in his 11th class, where he met a new student named Radhika that came into their class as a new classmate, and it talked about mental health in Indian societies, how it affects students, and they also give such a good basic tips about mental health that you can improve it. I really like this book, so this is a good. book. It is not completed yet. It has a second part coming. I don't know it has come or it is coming. I will look into it. So it is a good book. Next book, Gothikana. This is a book by Runix, one of my favorite author. I've read every single book written by Runix. I love this author, the writing and all. It is a dark book, fantasies and everything. This is like a yes, yes, yes. Anything Punk 57. Wow, what a book this is. Wow, this is the word that came out from my mouth when I read this book. Penelope Douglas write awesome stuff. And it's a story about Misha and Ryan, and they were little pals of each other by the school. They have not seen each other. They don't know how we talk, or they only have exchanged letters in the past. And when they meet, when they are big enough, then how they explore each other past. I loved the writing from Penelope Douglas. It was my first book of Penelope Douglas, but I want to read more. I really want to read The Birthday Girl by Penelope Douglas. I'm like, I want this book. This was 5 out of 5 stars for me. Like, this is a big book, you can say. It is a combination of 5 books in one book. And St. Abby writes so goodly. Mindfuck series, and I was like, wow, what a twisted story. A serial killer and an FBI agent, you can say love story, but it is so good. I would suggest everyone to read this. This is 100% yes from my side. Do read it. I love St. Happy for writing this masterpiece. There is one book that is missing from my TBR in physical, that is better than the movies. As usual, my friend has taken that book as on my recommendation. So I've already done a video on better than movies. You can watch it on my page. And I would definitely say it is a yes from me if you are a rom-com reader. If you like serious reading, then it would be like little lame for you. But if you are a rom-com reader, I would definitely suggest you that book. Coming forward to the last series, I know everyone is waiting for the one series I'm talking about in every video of mine. So here comes the hero. Ta-da-da! The Darkwood series. I love this series. No other words. No other words I have. 100% yes from my side for the series. I love it. Each and every character written so beautifully. Whether it is Tristan and Morana Vitalio. I love the enemies to lovers. Then it was Dante Mora. I love this man. I don't know why. I love this man. This is definitely a man I would be looking in my real life. Not rather, I'm not saying anything to my other book boyfriends, but this one, this is a definition of gentleman and true gentleman. He do some shitty things also, but the intention that comes afterward, it was like, okay, this types of thing we can experience in our real life. Well, this story about Dante and Mara, 100% yes from my side. Next, it was the finisher. It is about Alpha and Fire. Zephyr is a hairstylist, a plus size woman, and Alpha is also very huge, I would say, and it has links that why he was huge or anything. So this book in Zephyr character describes a perfect plus size girl that suffers from mental torture and emotional torture by the society and they are not known to any of the mental health or emotional health she is going through her life, like anxiety, depression, PCOD. Like, it was very good. Next was the Shadow Man and the Luna. I would not tell anything about this because it would be a spoiler for you for the Darkverse series. So yes. And the final book of 2024 that I read and completed is The Syndicate. This is like every puzzle piece comes to an end and join at a single piece syndicate. It was, I would say, it was not 5 out of 5 for me for the series. It was like 3.5 and 4, mid 3.5 4. If you say as a series, this is 100 on 100 for me, and I would definitely recommend you to add this into your TBR. If you have not read it yet, please read the Darkverse series. Please. I love this series. And here we come into this video. I will meet you in next year. I wish your year would be more fruitful and bookful. So tell me all the books you have read from my book selection of 2024 and you are going to add in your TBR. Let's chat.